I hope you all are fine and please take care. Okay, so today we are going to learn about diversity in living organism of class 9. Okay, in the previous class we study about the kingdoms Protista, fungi and Monera. Okay, so today we are going to learn about the kingdom plant kingdom. Okay, so first of all, plant kingdom is divided into two parts, which is cryptogams and phanerogames. Okay, and they are also divided into different types. So first, cryptogams is divided into theriophytes, bryophytes and pteridophytes, and the phanerogame is divided into gymnosperm and angiosperm. Okay, now how they differentiate each other and how their functions are different from each other, why they divide into different type of these. So the classification of plant kingdom is basis on four classifications. So first is classification, or we can say classify. First is we classify plant through differentiate their body. Okay, differentiate their body, and we can say components. Next is by vascular tissues. Because some plants have vascular tissues and some plants do not have vascular tissues. And third point is we can say third point is presence or absence हो गया vascular tissues, and the third point is ability to bear seeds. Okay, some plants have ability to bear seeds and some plants do not have ability to bear seeds. So how they classify, or we can say different from each others. Okay, so that's why some plants are in thallophytes, some plants are in barophytes, some plants are like gymnosperms. Okay, gymnosperms we can say. And fourth point is depend on seeds are enclosed within fruits. Seeds are enclosed within fruits. Okay, means some plants those have fruits, they are some fruits are in some cover of, and some fruits do not have some cover. So how they differentiate from each other. Okay, now we briefly discuss about so that how thallophyte works and what is the function of this, how bryophytes and how pteridophytes, and how they are classified and differentiate from each other. Okay, the next part is so how they classify. First point is some plants do not have differentiate body parts, and some plants they have differentiate body parts. Okay, so in which those do not have differentiate body parts are in thallophytes. Okay, now those who have differentiate body parts are like up. Now in this they have without vascular tissues and with vascular tissues. With vascular tissues, this is in bryophyta. Okay, now with vascular tissues it is divided into two parts, like they which do not produce seeds and some have produced seeds. Okay, of those which do not seed produce, or we can say do not seed produce, these are in pteridophytes, and some have which produced seeds. Now they produce seeds. Okay, some seeds are very nagged and some seeds are within in fruits. Okay, so they are divided into like produce seeds. They those beer nagged seeds, they are called gymnosperm, and those within fruits, and those seeds are within fruits are called angiosperm. Okay, now angiosperm is divided into two parts, like some fruits have only one seed and some fruits have more than one seeds. Okay, they are called, okay, those who have seeds with two cotyledons, they are called dicots, and have seeds with one cotyledons, they are called monocots. Got it? Now we briefly discuss about thallophyte, bryophyte, pteridophytes. Okay, so how they classify from. Now the classification of thallophyta is, first point is do not have differentiate body. Okay. Third is they are mostly aquatic, मतलब कि they are mostly living in water. Third point is the plants are called algae. Okay. The fungi and we can say yeast is also this type of thing, but they are in different kingdom. Okay, the plants are called mostly algae, and the examples are like Spirogyra, Euthorix, and Chara. Their diagrams on your books, in your books. Okay, so you can see clearly Spirogyra is like this. Okay, Euthorix. They are different type of plants also like the Chara. They all are called, what are they all called? Members of algae, we can say, and members of thallophyta. Okay. Now next is bryophyta. The classification of bryophyta is they are called amphibians of plant kingdom, means they are the first one who comes from the water on land. Okay, so that's why they are called the amphibians of plant kingdom. Now next point is plant body is differentiated. Okay, we know that bryophyta is the one those have differentiate body. Okay, so how the body is differentiated into stem and leaf like structures. Okay. Third one is specialized structure for conduction of food and water. Okay, the structure of a plant body is like that, so that they can conduct water, or we can say food, from the roots or whatever from through and transfer to all the parts of the plants. And examples are like moss ho gaya, Merchantia ho gaya, etc. These are the types of bryophyta. The next one is pteridophyta. The next one is pteridophytes. Okay, pteridophyte is also one of them whose plant body is differentiated and into which roots, stems and leaves. Okay, and second point is all the parts possess muscular tissues, means xylem and phylums. Okay, the third point is they are mostly grow in moist places, and the examples are like Zola and Petridium extra. And the most important is this, there is also a reproductions. Okay, reproduction is also like the male reproductions organs are known as antheridia, and the female reproduction organs are known as archegonia. And in this process external water is needed for fertilization. Okay, there is also one point which says that pteridophyte exhibit distinct alteration of generations. Okay, how, like they have a gamete producing haploid gametophyte generation which alternate with spore producing diploid saprophyte in generations like this. In this there is the most interesting is like reproduction. Okay, and examples are like Zola, Petridium, they mostly are in scientific name. Correct? And the next one is like gymnosperm and angiosperm, we can say. Now we have gymnosperms and angiosperm. Okay, gymnosperm are those bear naked seed, and angiosperm are those bear seeds inside fruits. Okay, so the classification of gymnosperm is, first is primitive and simple seeds. Okay, the next one is they are mostly grows in perennial and evergreen, and they are like woody plant, means herbs and climber plants are absent in this. And the third point is pollination occurs by weeds. Now there is a pollination. What pollination means? The seeds are transferred from one flower to another flower. This process is called pollination, and in this pollination occurs by winds. Examples are like Pinus, Cycas. These are the examples of gymnosperm. Okay. Now the angiosperm are those have bear seed inside fruits. The first point is plant produced flower. Okay, they are those plants which mostly produce flower. That's why they are called flowering plants. Okay. Second point is fertilization will be done, and after fertilization, the ovules develop seeds and ovary develops the fruit. Okay, ovules develop into seeds and ovary develop into fruits, and thus the seeds are protected and enclosed within the fruits. Okay, and the seeds are divided into two legs, dicots and monocots. And dicots are those have two cotyledons, they are called dicots, and those have single cotyledons, they are called monocots. Now in this dicot, what are this? They include those flowering plants in which the embryo possess two cotyledons. Okay, I already told you these things. Okay, the plants bear a tap root system, means in dicot what type of root is in this? Tap root. Okay, means they have a single branch only and the neighboring small branches. Their leaves have reticulate venations. Okay, with a network of veins, vascular bundles are arranged in a ring in a stem. Examples are like pea हो गया, ठीक है? In monocot, single cotyledons. Examples are like wheat and rice. How in this? These include those flowering plants in which embryo has single cotyledons. Okay, the plants have in this, the root is fibrous root system and parallel venation in their leaves, vascular bundles and scattered in system. Okay, in this like reticulate and parallel venation is in leaves. Okay, if parallel venation is this like this. Okay, these are like, and the lines are like this. These are called parallel venations. Okay, parallel venations. Okay, so you understand all these things. Okay, that's done today. This is the done, and in the next class we will study about the kingdom which is Animalia. Okay, so that is the done. We study about the plant kingdom, cryptogams and phanerogames. Cryptogam is also divided into three parts: Thellophyta, Bryophyta and Petridophyta. Okay, and phanerogam is divided into angiosperm and gymnosperm, and plant kingdom is classified into 4 points. They have some different types, and those are also differentiated between. We briefly study about all these things. Okay, thank you so much.